You are welcome, people. You're still tuned in to Wake Up Nigeria, and of course, it's our art display segment. And with me on the couch is Olusegun Ganiyu. He's a visual and applied artist and arts instructor who has invested so many years into his work. You're welcome to the show today.
Thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome. Okay, your works are quite captivating. I mean, I saw a few of the art pieces, especially the ones over there, and they got my attention. Everyone has a story, and it kind of pulls you into the story and, you know, what went into, you know, creating this art piece. So first off, let's talk about this one that's right beside us today.
All right.
Tell us what this is about.
This, I call it Metropolitan City.
Okay. It sort of has that eco city,
Exactly.
Lagos Island.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
That's the idea. So, you know, it's a land of opportunities.
Yeah.
You know, people come from their villages. You understand? It's a dream for them to come to Lagos and earn a living. You understand? So by the time they come, they don't feel relaxed. You know, you must be on your, what's it called, toes.
On your toes.
So that's the essence of the speed idea there. You understand? So
I said everyone is moving fast.
You must move fast.
Right.
Because if you come to Lagos, it means, if you have the dream to come to Lagos, it means you have what's it called, you want to accelerate your process to making it. So that's the essence of the speed.
I like the word you used there, accelerate the process.
Exactly.
Yeah, for making it in Lagos. Because it's not easy. It's very competitive.
I'm telling you, that's
better not be caught sleeping. All right, I really like it.
Thank
it's
you
very
very much.
visual. It's all the lights are very, you know, it's quite expressive. I love
That's
it.
the essence of the light. You
Oh,
know,
nice.
There's what's it called about when you are aware of something. They use light for awareness. They use the word illumination for being aware. You understand? So you will learn other things
While you're in the process.
That's it.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Now let's talk about the other pieces right there. There's this particular one that screams child marriage.
That's the truth.
Is it? I see it. I mean,
you must be an art critic.
Your artworks are very expressive.
Thank you very much.
I mean, I love it. There's so much emotion
Thank you very
in that
much.
particular picture. Tell us about it, in the particular artwork, rather.
You know, this is actually centered about first wedding. You understand? So, you know, especially, I'm not sure if it's only in Africa, but I know people do it a lot, especially parents, where they force their children to marry someone they've not met before.
Yeah.
You know, this particular girl, I like to name her Zainab, and then, you know, if you look at her very well, she's looking more like a Fulani. I think that's, what's it called, that practice is actually more there, you understand?
Yeah, it's in the north, but then there are also other
So when they force the
states
child, their female children, their female child to, you know, marry one Alaji, one chief that has a lot of money, you understand, just so the Alaji will come back to them, give them
more of selling their children.
Exactly, while, you know, tarnishing the image and the career, the destiny, everything
Their
about the girl.
dreams.
You understand? So the girl is actually not happy because she was looking at the man. Am I going to spend the rest of my life with this man I've not met before? If you look at the work very well, it's not finished.
Oh, it's not?
It's not finished, and it's
Tell
deliberate.
me more. Why?
It's deliberate because along the line inside the marriage, you understand? Marriage like that, we don't call it happy ever after.
Okay.
You know, along the line, they tend to separate.
Why?
Because you marrying someone you do not know, you understand? If you marry someone you don't know, you might spend your eternity learning about the person. You know, that's why it's always good to marry your best friend. Even if not your best friend, you can marry your friend. Someone you know, at least you know a little
You're
about.
very passionate about this.
You know, things like this I don't really like.
Is this really close to your heart? I mean, is there a story? It's something
Not
that you've
really,
experienced?
not really, not really. You know, when I paint, I have what's it called? When I was painting this girl, and to a point I look at the eyes I was trying to paint, because one thing about my portrait painting, I like focusing on the eyes.
It tells us a lot.
Tells a lot, exactly. So when you are going through sadness and when you're not happy, I can tell from you. You understand? So when I was painting these particular eyes, then I was looking at what could she be thinking. That's in my own painting. So I was looking for the best story that fits the whole idea. You understand? So that's just the reason.
Now let's talk about the other artwork. I mean, I saw these two art pieces coming this morning, and I said to myself, Why focused on kids?
Okay, okay.
Oh,
You know,
this one is actually a mature man. It reminds me of a particular book. I don't know, there's something, but yeah, that's particular one that just came on right now on the screen. If you can see over there, I see
okay.
that you also use pens. You also
Exactly.
work with pens, which is
Yes, I
really nice.
scribble with that,
You
exactly.
scribble with that, great. Okay, so before we highlight the ones you're currently showing on the screen, let's talk about this particular kid over here.
Okay, you know, the title of this one is Silence is Golden,
Silence is golden.
you
Okay.
know. And then I remember when I was very young, in fact, infant, all we do is cry. We can't express ourselves, and at a point we start talking la 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 ba ba ah, and we cry. And at a point they start teaching us what to say, how to say it, how to express ourselves, and it gets to a point whereby, what's it called? We started shouting. Then our parents will come, keep short. You know, teachers would do the same thing too. Then we start talking. They must beat us for us to keep short. So as time goes on, then we realize that we are not supposed to keep quiet. And sometimes the best way to go about, the best way to go about life is to keep quiet, because people won't or will not be able to judge you. You understand? So that's the essence of what's it called.
I love this particular art piece. I mean, it's so beautiful. It's so vivid, actually.
That's it.
It's so vivid. I mean, the expressions on the child's face. You can tell. Is he worried? Is he sad? What's going through his mind? It just takes you in. Like, it takes you on a journey, because then you're thinking on his behalf.
If you look at if you look at the background very well, you see there's a red column.
Why?
He has actually experienced a lot of dangers. Even at that, he's calm. Not, not saying much, because he knows he's going to get through it. He knows he's going to. If you look at it very, very well, you still see splashes of, strokes of red fades on top of the face too.
Yeah.
So it actually gets into him. So the best way he said he should go about it is to be calm.
Let's talk about your story. I mean, your
Right.
journey as an artist.
All right.
You have experienced, so many stories, and you have expressed them in your artwork. So in a nutshell, how has it been? How's the experience been for you?
Okay, I have been, I started drawing ever since I was a kid. Ever since I was in primary school, if I can remember. That's to the extent I can remember.
Okay.
Started drawing ever since then. So I used to draw all these comic, Spider-Man, Superman.
Oh, nice.
And at a point, I was never thinking of, going to study art in school. I actually seek admission for like 4 years actually.
So you've been
Then
doing this for a while?
For a while.
Wow.
So my dad actually looked at me and said, is it not you? You draw a lot.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you draw a lot. And then why not go for this, I thanked him actually. He gave me the idea. I said, wow, that's a good idea. Let me just try it. And once I got admission into Lagos State Polytechnic, now Lagos University of Science and Technology, you understand? That's where I actually attained my,
Your arts.
HND, you understand? So that ever since then I've been exhibiting,
Doing it,
practicing.
and fantastic. I wish you all the best, because your art pieces are phenomenal. They are very
much.
Very
Thank you
nice.
very
Well done, well done. And that's all we can on the Art Display segment. It's the top of the hour, people. Wake Up Nigeria continues in a bit. Stay with us.